Alright, this is not working like I thought it should. Welcome to a new video where we'll be installing an AC unit into that unit, that window right there. And this is the Doco World. There's a link in the bio from Amazon, and I'll let y'all know how it works throughout this video, and I'll also tell you why we're doing it in this house, 1980s, and how the AC is kind of, trash, and some other stuff that we're doing and trying to do for this Texas heat. So let's get into it. We'll just show the people how we're gonna install it, which I've never installed before, so we'll see. Yeah, we can see, but we don't want to mess the pieces up. So, well, there's that. So we got some of the pieces here.
You got
instructions. You can hold it. Here's the unit. Oh, that's heavy. We just got it. Looks like an arm. Might be a little bit too big. Hi. Xander, what am I doing right now? Yeah, that's right. Can you help me, bud?
The first fan.
It's a fan, yes.
Work?
I'm not sure, buddy. We're about to find out. All right, so this looks pretty easy to install, and I've never done this before. So this is the window. This is the window here, which is pointing to the woods out there. But more importantly, it's pointing out over here. And so we have this living room area, which is about 10 by 15-ish. And then that area there, which is kind of similar. So in total, like down here is 300. So it's rated to cool this space down here. And I can tell you a little bit more about the specs in a second. But for the window insulation, we're gonna go here. And it looks like we just put this, and if you break it, then it's not. Oh, yeah, I almost broke that. So just something like this. Like this, right there. It's not wide enough, because this is supposed to go this way. It's supposed to go this way, but it's wide, so I think I have to cut it.
Cut it?
So first problem is this hole is covered up because the piece is too long. Alright, I cut this with a circle saw and it worked great. I did cut on this side so that this side would still be factory flat, factory smooth. So there's that. And then this will be This says to swirl the exhaust pipe assembly to the rear panel outlet counterclockwise. Well, look, so they're inside. It will come all the way up to the top here, so that it stays in place. There's like some clips, if you can see there, over there. So this is where I start having issues. See, there's two holes on both the sides of the vent, but only one screw. And so the sliding piece right here is supposed to hold the other side of the vent. So I actually cut mine just about an inch too short. And you can see this little piece right here that I cut to fill in that extra space. And so whenever you slide it into the window, it should be just big enough so you can slide it a little bit more into that open hole there, and that will hold the vent, if that makes sense. The directions are they're not super clear, but if you watch this a few times over and over again, you'll start to understand it, and you'll figure it out once you get into it. But that sliding thing will hold the vent in place, and then you screw that screw into the opposite side of the vent and into the plastic piece. And just like that. And I guess that works, huh? This.
Oh. How it works?
That's how it works.
We got plugged in.
Now you gotta plug it in, but it's not battery, it's plug in. I think this goes here like that. Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna twist this on again. A box. I can't hear what you're saying, Betty. there it's on. Press the plug to turn it on. Oh. Blown air. Can you feel it?
It's still wet.
Feels like it's trying to cool down. Whoa. Yeah, see? I don't know, it says, you gotta hit it hard. There you go. Well, that's cooling down. Alrighty, well that's cooling down. Let me tell you about the house. So the house AC is struggling ever since we moved in, but we had someone come in and balance it a little bit. It's probably really loud in here. Step outside for a second. Someone is blowing out there. Okay, so the house, like I was saying, was super hot when we moved in. Like the air was not cool. Went up to the attic. Insulation is like original 1980s attic, brown, gray, all smushed down basically. So it's only like 4, maybe 5 inches of insulation compacted, right? So it's not efficient. The air was not balanced correctly. So you have that. And so we paid someone to balance it because I had no idea how to do it. But it's actually pretty easy. So I'm gonna go change those dampers for the living room, turn them off, and then hopefully that AC down there, we'll use that AC down for the living room and the dining room, the downstairs basically, and then we'll redirect all that air back up to the upstairs to cool it off more up here. Eventually I'll do some more insulation, and hopefully I won't have to get a new AC unit because our AC unit is struggling, always running in the Texas heat, and it's annoying. So let me go and do the dampers. And okay, I'm not too sure if that changed anything, so I'm gonna go check. This is the hard part, or the part that's hard about changing dampers, is because you gotta move it and then go check it. This is why it's better to have someone come and help you. So let me go do that. Alrighty, I adjusted the dampers a little bit more, and this was still blowing, so I just closed it. So I closed this one, and it seems like the air is doing something.
Cold. Oh, it was airing off over there.
You were?
Yeah.
Nice.
You already
So,
here.
We'll adjust these a little bit more and see how it holds up, and then I'll be back to report on if the wife is happy or not. So, all right, this thing is not working like I thought it should be, and here are some of the issues with it. So this thing is actually a little bit louder than I thought it would be. Let's see if you can hear it. All right, so I just turned it on. Hear that? So it always sounds like that. It's like a really loud white noise machine, which I didn't expect much because the price tag of it, which link in the bio if you want to get it. It is shooting cold air, and last night when we switched up the dampers and stuff, it was cold in our room, cold upstairs, but down here it was hot. And I thought this thing could be a little bit more powerful to fill up at least some of the downstairs. But it feels like it's not doing as much as it should, which is about 300 square feet of coverage. That's one. Remember, this is only day 2 of having it. So we're still testing it out, but one of the bad things on here is that it has a timer, and then just the sound, and has, a few other functions. And then a high and low. High and low right here. High, low. And so if you're using it for a bigger space like we are, it's never gonna shut off because it's never gonna get super cool in here unless you have the AC running as well. So I'm trying to get it to where they would balance each other out. And so the upstairs would be cool and the downstairs would be cool. And the vents that are open down here will make it cool enough in here to shut that thing down when it's at a good temperature, if that makes sense. So it's supposed to supplement the space. I thought it would supplement it more last night, but it hasn't. So we're gonna wait another day and see how it does. We're also gonna wait till this afternoon and see how it is in this room with these partially open, not closed like they were, partially open, and supplementing with this. And then see how the upstairs is and see how this room is. Because this room gets hot and the upstairs gets hot, which basically means everywhere's hot. But hopefully with that, it will get fixed. So I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, welcome back. This is the final review here. And so we still got this bad boy in the window, and it's now the end of August. It's the end of August. And basically, this thing has been pretty helpful. At first, I was not convinced that it was going to be helpful, but it has been. So the last status we had is that we were supplementing this space here downstairs, all the downstairs, with this thing. And so what we've been doing is keeping it on for like a couple hours throughout the day, throughout the night if we can, and it's kept this room pretty cool. And so these windows here are they're not energy efficient. It's hot. This door here is not energy efficient. The heat just bleeds in. So like when it's 102 outside in the Texas heat, it gets really warm in here. But this thing has helped us stay a little bit more cool. I wouldn't say it's cold in here, but I would say it's livable. Now it's 90s, I think now today. It was earlier, it was in the 80s, which is really nice, not super muggy in Houston. And it was kind of cold being in here because of that. So at the end of the day, it's worked pretty good. Our energy bill is still, through the roof, and our upstairs is way cooler at nighttime. It's like, I actually got kind of cold last night, and we keep it at 73, and that's not very cold. So yeah, it's comfortable in here. That works like it kind of should. There is one thing on it that you should see to know how quality this is. Look at that. That's already breaking. Besides that, it's worked as I kind of expected it to, kind of how the reviews and the description has said it would work. And now it's only been a few weeks, month maybe, that I've used it. And so yeah, I would say I recommend it for the pricing. I recommend it if you just need some AC, and the setup is really easy. Make sure you check out how I do it and that little issue that I had. So that's about it. Link in the description if you want to get it and purchase through that link. And that's about it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, see you later.